Good morning, students. Once again, welcome back to your science class. Today we'll start with a new chapter, that is electric current and its effects. Electricity is an invisible form of energy, and you all know, children, that it influences our lives in various ways. Electricity is of utmost importance in nowadays. Electricity can be transported over long distances to our homes, factories, offices with the help of wires from power generating plants. And you just imagine your life. What would be our life without any of the electric appliances like the electric bulbs, fans, TVs, refrigerator, washing machines, computers? The list will go on and on. We all are dependent on all these electrical gadgets. So in this chapter, we will study about the importance of electricity, the heating effect of electric current, and the magnetic effect of electric current. So first we'll start with conductors and insulators, about which you have already studied in your earlier classes. What are conductors? Conductors allow the flow of electric current. And why do they allow the flow of electric current? Because the atoms of these materials, any conductors, they contain the atoms and they have a large number of free electrons. And insulators on the other hand, they do not have free electrons. That is why they do not conduct electricity. So both insulators and conductors are very, very important in our life. So first we'll start with the electric charges. Now when a body, like if you take a glass or a plastic and you rub it with wool, silk or fur, what will happen is these bodies will acquire a property of attracting small bits. You can do this at home, children. You can take a piece of glass or any plastic and you rub it with wool or silk. And then you try to attract small bits of paper or even the hair. You will see that the hair or the paper gets attracted. So why is it getting attracted? The reason is that these bodies are said to be charged or electrified. How did they get the charge? On rubbing. When you rub the plastic with silk or rub the plastic with fur or wool, it gets charged. Now in non-conductors, this charge does not flow in a current. Okay, even though if it is a non-conductor, even if you will rub, what will happen? There will be no flow, or there is no flow of charges. So there is no flow in a current, hence this charge is referred to as static electricity. Static means when it is not moving. Okay, static means stationary. Now the friction of rubbing of two objects, when you are rubbing two objects, it will cause friction. And it causes the movement of loose electrons from one object to another. Okay, now see, children, any atoms contain, if you take any atom, okay, the atoms contain protons. See, this is an atom, any atom, okay. For example, you take carbon, hydrogen, helium, any atom, okay. So if you take it, it contains protons and neutrons. Okay, P for protons and N for neutrons. Now these protons and neutrons, what do they contain? These protons are positively charged. Neutrons do not contain any charge, and the electrons, they circulate around them, these atoms, and these electrons are negatively charged. Clear, children? I hope it's clear. Electrons are negatively charged. So what happens is that whenever we are rubbing, it causes the movement of loose electrons. Okay, you can see here electrons are loosely packed. Inside the atoms are the protons and the neutrons, and then the electrons, they can pass from one object to another. So what happens is the looser of electron becomes positively charged. Okay, see, it is given here in your book. Please try to understand it very carefully, okay? The loser of electron becomes positively charged. Now, why is it so? See, children, if it is going from one atom to another atom. Now the number of protons, that is positive charge, and negative charge are equal. Okay. Now, if these electron moves from one object to another, ये यहाँ से समझो दूसरे एटम में पहुँच गया है. अब ये क्या हुआ यहाँ पे, जब दिस इलेक्ट्रॉन गेट्स ट्रांसफर्ड फ्रॉम हियर टू हियर, ओके, द नेगेटिव पार्टिकल हैज़ ट्रांसफर्ड. तो अब यहाँ से जब नेगेटिव चला गया तो व्हाट हैपेंस, द नंबर ऑफ पॉजिटिव आयन्स हैव इंक्रीज्ड. समझ में आया? दिस इज व्हाट इज मेंट बाय दिस लाइन. लूजर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन बिकम्स पॉजिटिवली चार्ज्ड while the gainer of electron becomes negatively charged. ओके और अगर किसी एटम को समझो और इलेक्ट्रॉन्स मिल गया, समझो +2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स और आ गया, ओके, फ्रॉम हियर, इस एटम से इधर आया. नाउ व्हाट विल हैपन, यू विल सी दैट इफ 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स फ्रॉम दिस हैव रीच्ड हियर, सो व्हाट विल हैपन इज द नेगेटिव पार्टिकल्स विल इंक्रीज इन नंबर. Okay children, so I hope this is clear to all of you. The loser of the electron, when electron is losing, positive charge ज़्यादा हो गया, so that object will become positively charged. And the gainer of the electron means one who is getting electrons. जिसको electron मिल रहा है तो number of negative charges will become more. Okay, so this atom will become negatively charged. So this is how particles get positive charge or the negative charge, is because of the movement of electrons. Okay, now the current electricity. Now the quality of electricity is its ability to move along a course of conductors. Okay, that means it moves along a particular path. Electricity always moves in a particular path, and this particular path is called as circuit. Now how does electricity move from one object to another? Now what is the unbroken path of the circuit? This all we will see here, okay, through this activity. Now what you have to do, you have to take 3 pieces of plastic coated wire, bulb holders, okay, and batteries. Now you have taken 3 pieces of plastic covered electric wires. These wires are covered with a plastic. You have to remove a little portion of the plastic from both the ends, and then connect the uncovered end of both the pieces of wires to a battery terminal. Okay, you have removed the plastic and you have attached to the battery terminal, and then you have put the bulb in the holder, and then you have connected the battery and the 3 wires. Okay, now, and you have to connect them as given in the shown in the figure. Now when the wires touch, you all know very well that if the wires touch, what will happen? The bulbs will light up, and if they are apart, that means if it is not touching, what will happen? It will remain unlit. So why does the bulb lights up? The bulb lights up because electric current is generated with the flow of electric charge. Okay, and from where it is conducted? It is conducted from the battery. Battery से conduct हुआ, passes through the wires into the bulb. So you can see there is a whole path, and this path is called as a circuit. I hope children it's clear. The whole path through which electricity flows is called as a circuit. And the circuit which is broken, the circuit which is broken, it is a open circuit. See, this is broken, so the circuit is now open. Okay, and the circuit which is unbroken and it is working, the bulb is lit up, so this is a closed circuit. So a bulb will light only if the circuit is closed, and if the bulb does not light up, that means the circuit is an open circuit. Clear children? I hope this much is clear to all of you. The rest will continue in the next class. Thank you children.